Good morning, my good people. How y'all doing out there? As y'all come on, drop y'all city, y'all states. Let me know where y'all joining us from. This is D from the blank spot. We got some good things going on this morning. Y'all come on in, come on in. Drop y'all city and y'all state. Let me know where y'all are joining us from. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Today is Tuesday. So y'all come on in. We got a little treat for y'all this morning. So I'm not sure if you guys caught our big announcement yesterday, right? So we had a big announcement. We are so excited about this new announcement and what's going on here at the blank spot. We've been open for a little while now, and people have been coming in asking, if we sold vinyl. And we said no, right? Because we wanted to stay a specialty store. We took a look at everything and we realized vinyl is not dead, right? So people are still using vinyl. And so, here at the blank spot, we had to pivot and we had to fill in a blank. Y'all get it? Fill in the blank spot. So we filled in the blank, guys. So we partner with Stahls Vinyl, and we are now a reseller for their vinyl, which their vinyl is amazing. I've been using it, so I know that it's some great product, and I know many of you have been using it as well. So what we're going to do today is we are going to showcase the puff vinyl. People have been asking about the puff vinyl, and we're also going to showcase our pattern vinyl. Okay, pattern vinyl. I love it. It is the name of it is African Kente. African Kente. So we're going to showcase this one today, and then we're going to showcase the puff vinyl. Okay. Now, supplies that you're going to need. Okay. Of course, you're going to need a cutter, okay? You can either use a silhouette cameo, you can use a Cricut, you can use a Brother or Roland. It does not matter. As long as it is a vinyl cutter, you can use it for this vinyl, okay? As many of you know already, I am a silhouette girl. I have been using my silhouette cameo for almost 8 years. So today we are going to be using the silhouette cameo 3. Okay, that's the one that we're going to be using today. However, like I said, you can use any vinyl cutter that you choose. Okay, so you need a vinyl cutter. Of course, before you get to the vinyl cutter, you need some type of design software. So if you're going to be using Silhouette Studio, or if you're going to be using Cricut, or whatever the cutter is, they all come with design software. So you're going to use that. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and design your pattern, or your, whatever it is that you're going to be doing as far as the t-shirt. And we are pressing on a t-shirt today. We're going to press on a t-shirt that's 100% cotton. Okay, so you want to go ahead and design. Now, we're also going to be doing the puff vinyl. Okay, the puff. All right, and the puff vinyl is the vinyl that you see that it actually it is raised from the actual fabric, so it has a raised feel to it. So the puff vinyl, we're going to do that one first. Okay, now what I noticed about the puff vinyl versus how we do normally cut vinyl, and if you have been doing vinyl and you cut vinyl, you know that when we cut the vinyl, we're going to be cutting it on the matte side. However, with the puff vinyl, you're going to cut on the shiny side, okay? The shiny side for the puff vinyl is your actual adhesive side, okay? And we actually have all of the instructions on our website, okay? So let me recap. You need a cutter. You're going to use their design software. You're going to need to get your vinyl, okay? You're going to need, of course, a cutting mat, okay? You're going to need some weeding tools. All right. Now, one other thing about the pattern vinyl. The pattern vinyl kind of like the sign vinyl, right? With the sign vinyl, you need a mask to lift the vinyl from the sheet, right? So you're going to also need a mask to lift the vinyl. For this example, we're going to use a medium tack mask to lift this up. And I'll show you all of that once we get to the pattern vinyl, okay? All right. So the first one, like I said, that we're going to do is we're going to do the puff. I already have my design in my software. I'm going to go over here to my cutter. Remember, with the puff, you are going to cut on the shiny side, all right? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to load my vinyl into my machine here. Okay. Once I load it into the machine, I am going to go ahead and get that to cutting. Now, if you are someone that you have a cutter, specifically a Silhouette Cameo, and it's sitting in the box and you want to learn how to use that cutter to cut vinyl, we will have a class coming up, I believe, on February 18th. You can check the website to see when that class is going to be available, okay? So that'll kind of help you to get going when it comes to using the actual cutter for Silhouette, all right? Okay. So I am just waiting on I'm actually using the Bluetooth. I'm going to attempt to use the Bluetooth. Now, sometimes you may not be able to use the Bluetooth depending on your internet, okay? I would say maybe 50% of the time, when I know I don't want to lose connection, I'll go ahead and I'll manually hook it directly to my computer, okay? However, it looks like my Bluetooth is good to go, so I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. And the recommended settings, also there's going to be a link on the website so that you can go to so that you can find all the recommended settings for the puff vinyl, for the any type of vinyl that we have, like we have the pattern. So that information is going to be on the website so that you can see what the actual cut settings are for your particular cutter, okay, on the website. So for this puff vinyl, it said that it wanted to use the heat transfer smooth. That was correct, right? Heat transfer smooth. And so I got it on heat transfer smooth, and we're going to go ahead and cut it. And of course, when you're working with the heat transfer vinyl, you're going to make sure that you cut it mirrored, okay? All right. Yeah, I already told you. Yeah. So remember, like I said, shiny side, you want to cut on the shiny side, okay? Because normally with heat transfer vinyl, we're cutting on the matte side, but with the puff, the adhesive is actually on the shiny side. All right. So it is now going to go ahead and cut for us. And with the puff, there's specific settings that you have to use, and we're going to go over all of that once we get this weeded out. While that is cutting, the next one we're going to do is the kente. This is the kente pattern, okay? With this, you have to have the mask to lift it up, just like if you were doing sign vinyl, okay? With this one, you have to cut it face up, okay? And I'll show you that once we get to that part. So right now, I'm just waiting on it to cut out. So right now, the four colors that we have for the puff, we have white, black, red, and blue. Okay, so those are the colors that we started out with. We most likely going to be introducing new colors every month, so stay tuned for that. So I want to know, has anybody out there ever used the puff vinyl? Drop a number 1 if you ever use the puff vinyl. And let me know how you like it. Okay? Drop a number 1. Let me know how you like it if you ever used it. Another thing about the puff, you know how you can layer vinyl? So with the puff, it's a one and done, right? So you can only press it one time. If you go in and try to press it again, it's going to flatten the puff, okay? So make sure that you understand, like if you are going to do like a layer or 2 different types of vinyl, you want to make sure that the puff vinyl is the last press that you do, okay? Because you don't want to have to go back in and have to press it again. It's going to absolutely flatten that vinyl if you have to press it again. Okay, so just remember that. 2 things to remember. You want to cut on the shiny side. You're only going to press it once. You cannot press it more than once. All right. All right, so I think we are done here. All right, so we are done. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead on over here, and I'm gonna have to weed this out. Actually, you wanna weed do some weeding?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get Eric to help us with weeding this out. Let me put the color where you can see it. All right, so while we're weeding that out, and it pretty much, guys, it weeds just like regular vinyl. It has a really good weed to it. It's not hard at all. So while Eric is going to weed that out, we're going to go ahead and cut the kente pattern. I'm just putting it on my mat right now so that we can get that going. And I'll show you guys what it looked like as soon as I get it on here. Another thing I noticed with the puff, it's more of a thick type of vinyl. And if your mat is not very sticky, you might have to put a little bit of tape on your mat to kind of get it taped down, okay? So this is the old mat that I'm using. It's not as sticky as it was when I first got it out of the pack. So if you have a mat like that and you don't have time to get it back sticky, you can just use a little bit piece of tape, okay? All right, so all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get. All right, so I want to show you guys how easy this is to weed right quick. So it weeds really easy, okay? So it's just coming right on off, all right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the design for my patterns in here. Okay. All right, so this is my pattern vinyl. This is the kente, African kente fabric pattern. Okay, we have this on the website as well. All right. So with this one, you're gonna cut face up. You're gonna have to cut it face up. All right. So I'll go ahead and load it into my cutter. And with this one, I'm actually pairing some letters of this with regular vinyl. So I do have one more cut after this one. All right. Yeah. It was saying we could have did it in puff. Yeah, we could have. That would have been nice. Probably do that one next time. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this one. And so the settings for the pattern, the settings that I use and I recommend is going to be the heat transfer printable dark. Heat transfer printable dark. That's what it is on the silhouette. If you're using a different color, whatever setting you use for the printable transfer paper, that's the one that you want to use. I use the heat transfer dark. And you do not need to mirror the image or whatever you're cutting out. You do not need to mirror for the pattern, okay? Only if you're doing regular heat transfer vinyl. And the puff is actually the regular, so you're just gonna mirror that one. But with the pattern, you do not need to mirror, okay? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one to cutting. And I don't know if you guys saw that pause that happened just now. That's because I'm working on Bluetooth. So if your internet is not very strong, then you want to make sure that you hook it directly to your computer. All right. All right, guys. So here is the puff already weeded out. Okay. This is the puff. All right, and we're gonna put this on a regular black cotton shirt. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pre-press the fabric and get that ready to go. While this one is cutting out, we have one more cut to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one started. So this is the puff. Remember, it has that shiny side. That shiny side is gonna be your actual adhesive side. All right. So the settings to press for the puff. Recommended setting is going to be 280 for 8 seconds. 280 for 8 seconds. And you want a medium to firm pressure. You do not want a firm pressure. You want it to be a medium to firm pressure. All right? Just making sure that's cutting over there. So have you guys ever done any pattern vinyl? Anybody ever done any pattern vinyl? How's the pressure? Okay. All right. All right, Erica's gonna go ahead and get this puff going over here. I'm excited. I just love that raised feel, of the vinyl. Gives it a real 3D look. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of here. You ready? Oh. Okay.
So
all right, guys.
So walk through.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and get this pressed. So you always want to go ahead and do a pre-press to get the fabric, get the moisture out of the fabric. Okay, and then what I do is I put an actual crease down the middle of the shirt so that you can get the center of the shirt. All right.
Give me 1 second.
And Erica's gonna readjust everything because I know y'all got my head, but we're gonna readjust it again. Give me a second. All right, guys. All right, so we are gonna get the center of the shirt. This is how I line everything up. To make sure that it's centered. So I already did the pre-press. Now I'm just going to center so that we can make sure that our design is centered. I just do a press to get the center here. All right. So now that I have my center, now I'm going to get the center of the actual design. So I just take and put a crease where I think the center is. And then you just take the two creases and then you're going to line them up. All right. So some people press their shirt with the neck this way. I always do mine with the neck facing forward. But however you do it, it is okay.
So just cut straight down. Just cut straight down.
Yeah, that one's cut straight down. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I got all of it because it wasn't wide enough. So, all right, guys. So remember, your shiny side, of course, is going to be your adhesive side. All right. So I'm just lining up. I am lining up my two creases: the crease on the shirt and the crease on the design. All right. And you can probably do about 3 fingers down is from the top, the neck of the shirt. Or however you want to do it. I always do about 3 fingers down. All right. And remember, it's going to be 280 for 8 seconds. All right. So here we go. Y'all ready for the big reveal? All right. That's it.
Not puffing. That's not cool.
Hold on, y'all. I don't think my pressure was good enough. I did this last night, and it was fine.
Oh, we did the Kente glass.
Let's see. I don't think I had enough pressure. Might have to cut it again. Yeah, I didn't have enough pressure. Can you give me another red? I'm gonna cut it again. All right, y'all, I'm gonna cut this again. I didn't have enough pressure. So pressure is gonna be extremely important.
You did puff.
Oh, there we
did
go.
Puff.
Oh, it's puff, y'all. Because normally what happens, y'all, is once you lift up, you will see your carrier lift up. So I don't know if y'all can see that it puffed. I thought I didn't have enough pressure, but it is good to go. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see? So you got to make sure that your pressure is right, or it will not puff. And you can't go back and do it again because it's really gonna flatten. But we're good to go. So that is your puff. I'm not sure if y'all can see it puffed up. Can y'all see? All right. And it has a nice puffed up feel to it. All right. So that is your puff. And we have those 4 colors on the website. And now we're going to go ahead and hold on one second. Let me see.
I didn't know it was that big.
Okay, we cut it again.
No, we don't have to. We're going to put it together. You don't think it's going to work?
It's probably. No, we're going to just cut it again right quick.
You got to let me know it's that big because I was filming it and I couldn't tell.
All right. Let me see if this will do the other side. All right, y'all hang tight. We're gonna do the pattern vinyl. I gotta do another cut on it.
So I was looking at this. Hold on.
In the meantime, if y'all have some questions, y'all can go ahead and throw them in the comments. Okay.
I can make it work. Let me use this for me.
Oh, you're gonna put it here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So hang on tight. You coming? We gotta make another cut for the pattern. And I'm just waiting on my cameo to. Let me bring y'all back over here for a second. All right. I'm just waiting on my cameo to register. It's saying that it's busy right now. So y'all got questions? Yeah, it did look good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, come on, let's go, cameo. So I may have to hook this directly up because right now it is not registering my Bluetooth. I'll try to unload it, maybe cut it off and put it back on. All right.
You have to leave that one off because I can't even see that. I wouldn't be able to find holes and put in the thing.
Okay.
I think it should have been bigger.
All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hook this one up manually so we don't have all day to be waiting on it to the Bluetooth to show up. So that's the great thing about it. You can use this either way. If your Bluetooth is not syncing, then you can just hook it directly up. All right. Can I see the So again, guys, that's the puff. All right.
I just got an idea.
That's the puff.
I just got an idea. You can put it right down the middle. Black used to come out right down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I can find the opening for the V.
So with this next design, I'm using I'm gonna be using pattern and regular HTV at the same time. Okay. But I have to cut it out separate. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, start with that, and then we'll go ahead and cut my regular HTV. And so if you guys are going to shop with us as far as vinyl, we have the 12 by 12 sheets, and we have the 3-foot roll, which is 12 by 36. So 12 by 12 sheet or 12 by 36 roll, okay? Over here. 1 second. send my next set that has to be cut to the cutter. All right, and this is gonna have to be mirrored because it's regular H2B. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So we're weeding out the actual pattern vinyl right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the other part that goes with it. So I'm gonna use pattern for the big letters, and then I'm using regular HTV for the others. Then we'll put it all together. So for this one, I'm just using a regular, this is a ladies cut, just a regular ladies cut shirt, 100% cotton. And you don't have, it doesn't have to be 100% cotton. It could be a blend as well. And you guys know that if you do vinyl, you know that it doesn't have to be cotton. All right. So with the pattern vinyl, okay, like I said, you have to mask it to get it off of this sheet right here. Okay. So I'm gonna take this off, and I'll have Eric to weed this out while I'm showing you guys how to mask the pattern vinyl. So I'm gonna bring y'all over here. Okay. And over here, I know the lighting is not that great, but let me turn this around a little bit. Maybe y'all can see. Okay. Okay. All right. So already weeded out the pattern vinyl. Already weeded out. So now what we're gonna do is, this is medium tack mask. Okay. We're gonna mask this. Like I said, similar to if you were doing like sign vinyl, because we need to lift this up off of the sheet. All right. I have a squeegee here. I'm gonna squeegee to get that vinyl to come up. All right. Okay, and then now you're just taking it off as best you can. Sometimes you may have to squeeze it a little bit longer to get it lift up. Okay. All right, so now it is on the mask and it is ready to press. It's on the mask and ready to press. All right, so we are still weeding out the other half of the design. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, because I want to line this up over here. So I'm gonna go over to the heat press right quick to get the moisture out, and I'll be right back.
You ready to press, right?
Hmm?
You ready to press, right?
I gotta line it up over here first. I'm gonna line it up in there to the press. So I am just pre-pressing my shirt over on the other side, get the center, and I will be back. All right. All right, so guys, I'm just gonna line everything up over here. I may end up using a little bit of heat tape just to get everything lined up how I want it. Okay. Hello, welcome.
Do you not have any blank license plates at the moment?
Yes, we do.
And where would they be?
All right.
On the end cap right here.
All right, so I'm just gonna do one press on this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put everything together.
Well, to the blank spot.
All right. Okay. So I got that first part there, and I'm just kind of winging this, y'all, as far as being lined up and stuff. I'm just winging it right now. That's the first part on the shirt. Okay, and then I'm gonna get the second part. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna cut these and put these on here. This is just a simple word design that I did in the software. Nothing fancy. And it looks like I need to bring one part over. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this over now that I got it together.
My cousin, she does a lot of stuff. She just got started with it and stuff. She does stickers, t-shirts.
I just moved
Okay.
My cousin, Chelsea Howard.
All right.
Yeah. This is right video, yeah.
So I'm gonna just put a little heat tape on there so it doesn't fall while I'm showing you guys what I'm doing.
Her mom just died, well, my buddy
Okay.
died last year.
I think that part is fine. So this is my design.
Stickers.
It just says Black History Month, and the B, the H, and the M is with the pattern vinyl, and the other letters are just regular HTV. All right. So I'm gonna go take this over here, and I'll bring you guys over because I have to adjust the press. All right, guys. I'm just adjusting. I'll bring you guys over in a second. 15 seconds. Okay.
I had called her and I was like, yeah, because we're driving, you can just, I go get you something.
All right. So let's turn you all around.
For that person. She's like, that place is just nothing like that. I was the beaches, man, we only have like 2 shops.
All right.
That's how I was like,
Okay. So just turning y'all around to the press. Hope y'all can see. All right, so with the pattern vinyl, you're gonna do 300 for 15 seconds, and you can do the same with the regular vinyl as well. All right. So again, I'm gonna show you guys real quick the design with the pattern vinyl and regular vinyl.
Yeah, there's 200 items. Yeah, you're fine.
And we're gonna go ahead and get the press in.
Here's the koozies. You got some.
I got no pressure.
You got some cans, and you got the bottles.
All right, so 300 degrees for 15 seconds. Sorry if I hadn't gotten to y'all's questions. Let's see. Does the puff vinyl only come in sheets? Right now, Robin, it only comes in sheets, but we will be getting the rolls as well. Okay. Right. So that's the first press. For me, when I do HTV, I like to give it an extra press just to make sure that it's secure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it another press for about 5 seconds. I just removed the carrier sheets. All right. So I'm gonna give it another press for about 5 seconds. All right. That's just a little extra measure that I like to do. All right. So here is the final result with the pattern vinyl and regular vinyl. That is the African Kente pattern. And y'all see, I'm sure y'all can see. That is the African Kente pattern. Okay. All right. So guys, that is it for the puff and the pattern vinyl. Want to come on just to show you guys how nice those look. Make sure that you log onto the website, see the vinyl collection. Go ahead, the vinyl is amazing. Go ahead and purchase you some to try it out. That puff, I'm telling y'all, the puff is the new way to go, right? So y'all have any questions before we get off of here? So again, it's this one. Can you give me that shirt that we did the puff on? It's the black one over there. I'll show you guys the puff again. So this is the pattern vinyl and regular vinyl. And this is the puff. This is the puff. Okay, so the puff has that raised feel on it. And then this is your pattern and regular. Any other questions? Thank you. Do the transfers work with the Cricut press? Yeah, you can use a Cricut press for vinyl. Yep, you sure can. Let me see if there's any other questions on TikTok.
Hey, welcome to the lunch spot.
Definitely gonna get some. Great.
You know around here, therapy? Yeah. In the pain.
Looks great. Looks great. Beautiful. Love
I
it.
got it right.
All right, guys. So yeah,
Therapy.
make sure y'all get y'all some puff and pattern vinyl. So we got two pattern vinyls right now. We're gonna be ordering some more later on this week. So we are extremely excited about our partnership and being resellers for Stahls Vinyl. They are the #1 seller of vinyl. So we are extremely excited about that. They service big companies like Nike. When you see the swoop, yeah, that's Stahls. So make sure that you guys, come back in, see what we got going on, go on the website. If you are local, we are located in Columbia, South Carolina, 224 O'Neill Court, number 26 and 27. So if you're local in the area, make sure that you guys come out and check us out. Okay? All right. So this is Dee from the Blank Spot, and I appreciate y'all. We'll come back later. Bye-bye.
That's what he said.